Nobody is waiting to hear what you have to say before they decide what they think of you. They have already decided before you opened your mouth, before you introduced yourself. In the time it took you to walk across a room, the people in it had already formed a judgment about your confidence, your status, and whether you are someone worth paying attention to. This is not opinion. This is neuroscience. And once you understand exactly how it works, and what signals are being read off your body in real time, you will never walk into a room the same way again. The human brain makes a social judgment in approximately 7 seconds. That is not a metaphor. Researchers at Princeton University found that people form lasting impressions of competence, trustworthiness, and dominance within the first few seconds of seeing someone, and those impressions are extraordinarily resistant to change, even after extended interaction. Think about what that means for you. Every room you enter, every conversation you start, every person you meet for the first time, the verdict is being delivered before you even begin. And here is what most people never realize: the signals being read have almost nothing to do with what you say. They are reading your body, your movement, your posture, the way you hold your space, the speed at which you look away, and they are translating all of it into a single answer to one question: does this person believe in themselves? There is a concept in behavioral psychology called Nonverbal Dominance Signaling. It describes the cluster of physical behaviors that humans use unconsciously and continuously to assess the social rank of everyone they encounter. These signals evolved over hundreds of thousands of years. They operate beneath conscious awareness, and they are almost impossible to fake once someone is reading them. The signals of low dominance are specific: shoulders drawn slightly inward, eye contact that breaks first and breaks downward, movement that is hesitant or permission-seeking, pausing before entering a space, taking up minimum physical room, adjusting position in response to others rather than holding steady, a voice that rises slightly at the end of statements, turning declarations into questions without meaning to. None of these things feel significant in the moment, but combined, they form a pattern. And that pattern communicates one thing to every brain in the room: this person is not certain they belong here. And the response that pattern triggers is not cruelty, it is not dislike, it is something quieter and more damaging. It is dismissal. People do not decide to disrespect you. They simply stop prioritizing your presence. You become background. Now here is what nobody talks about, and this is the part that changes everything. The signals of high dominance are not about aggression. They are not about being loud or taking up space rudely or dominating conversation. The highest dominance signals are almost imperceptible. They are about stillness, about ease, about the absence of the low-status signals, not the performance of their opposite. The person who walks into a room without scanning it for approval, who holds eye contact a half-second longer than expected before looking away, and looks away sideways, not downward, who does not adjust their posture when someone else enters, who moves at their own pace, not the pace the situation seems to demand. That person radiates something the brain reads instantly as, this person is comfortable with power. And comfortable with power means they probably have it. Harvard psychologist Amy Cuddy spent years studying what she calls presence, the state in which your body and my mind are aligned in a way that projects genuine confidence rather than performed confidence. Her research found that the physiological state of your body directly affects the psychological state of your mind in real time. When you physically take up more space, when you expand rather than contract, your brain chemistry shifts. Cortisol drops. Testosterone rises. You literally become more confident by changing how you hold your body. This is not a trick. This is biology. Your body is not just broadcasting your internal state, it is creating it. So, what does this look like in practice? Here are the specific signals to start changing immediately. The first signal is your entry. Most people walk into a room like they are hoping not to be noticed, moving quickly, head slightly down, finding a wall or a corner. From now on, slow down by 30% when you enter any space. Let yourself be seen arriving. Your pace is a signal. Rushing communicates anxiety. Slowness communicates that you are not afraid of being looked at. The second signal is where your eyes go first. Low-status people scan a room looking for cues. Who is here? Am I welcome? Where is safe? High-status people look around a room like they are assessing it. The physical movement of the eyes can be identical. The internal frame is everything. Walk in like you are deciding whether this room meets your standards, not like you are hoping it will accept you. The third signal is your response to being looked at. When someone makes eye contact with you unexpectedly, the low-status reflex is to look away immediately downward or to the side with a flinch. Practice holding eye contact for one full beat longer than feels comfortable. Then look away slowly. That single habit, practiced consistently, will change how people read you faster than almost anything else you can do. The fourth signal is stillness under pressure. Intense conversations, in moments of confrontation, in situations where someone is challenging you, the low-status response is physical. Fidgeting, shifting weight, touching your face, breaking eye contact repeatedly. High-status response is stillness, not rigidity. Just calm physical steadiness that signals your nervous system is not threatened. You do not have to feel calm to perform calm, but the performance will begin to create the feeling over time. The fifth signal is your voice at the end of sentences. Record yourself speaking for 30 seconds and listen back. If your statements are rising in pitch at the end, turning into questions, your voice is undermining everything else you do. Statements end flat or slightly down. Questions rise. Your brain knows the difference. So does everyone listening. Here is the deepest layer of what we have covered today. Every one of these signals is downstream of one thing: what you believe about your right to take up space. People who genuinely believe they belong somewhere do not perform these signals. They simply exist in a way that broadcasts them naturally. The work is not learning to fake confidence. The work is dismantling the belief that you need permission to be fully present. Every room you walk into is already yours. You do not need to earn your place in it. You need to stop behaving as though you do. That shift from performing to belonging is not something that happens overnight, but it starts in the next room you walk into, the next conversation you hold, the next moment someone looks at you and your body decides in a fraction of a second what to broadcast. Now you know what it is, broadcasting, and now you can change it. Power Layers exists for exactly this. The psychology underneath the behavior, the invisible systems that are shaping how the world responds to you every single day. If this opens something for you, subscribe, because what is coming next goes even deeper, and you are going to want to be here for it. I will see you in the next one.